We are going to go live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What's up, guys? Let me get fixed. Ugh. I will do it smoothly one day. It's your boy, Cricky D, and this is the Why Podcast. Let me move my laptop over just a little bit. And this is the Why Podcast. I hope you've all had a great week. I've had an absolute fantastic week. I'll tell you a bit about it. This week, you guys have heard me moan for weeks now about my hair. And just yesterday, Arlene Foster and Michelle O'Neill, our people up in the big white house, it's called Stormont, announced that barbers are allowed to open. So I'm excited to get a haircut on July 6th. I'm sure many people are excited to get haircuts. My hair is just beyond measure. I need to wash it like every single day. Can't go past a day without washing it or it just gets greasy. So we're at that stage now. We're back to 21-year-old Cricky or like 16-year-old Cricky who had really long hair. Then also today, I don't know if anyone tuned in on Instagram Live, but I absolutely obliterated Alex in our wing off. We did a wee bit of promotion around it as well. He thinks he's, the wing champion. I thought I was. We went toe to toe, and we found out that I was. I even tasted, I think it was like Carolina Reaper chili sauce on mine as well, and was all right. Wee bit sweaty, but was all good. So we've just completed that. So this week's been fantastic. It's been a week of just ups and ups and ups. And actually, sorry, one last one. For the first time, the program that I run for 11 to 14 meals, we were able to meet up at the PC again, up at the project centre, which is our building in Poglass, for the first time since lockdown, and we had so much fun playing Dizzy penalties and crossbar challenges and stuff. It was good crack. It was good crack. But I hope you guys are all doing well. If you're tuning in from Instagram, hello, welcome to the YI Podcast. Hopefully this is going up on Instagram today, on the YI West page. But we'll just kick straight into the podcast, to what we have in store. And we'll always start off with our question of the day. And our question of the day is actually a fun one. Let me open up my book. It's floating above me right now. And it's during lockdown, what did you miss most about YI? So what did you miss most about YI during lockdown? I got two people on the phone today. One of them is a great man that I know that comes to the Wired program, and the other one is a volunteer for the Nuts program. So we got two young people on today. They're going to give us our thoughts. I'll answer the question first. I think the thing that I missed most was just the people, being around people. So, myself and Matt, we were just in this little small apartment for a bunch of weeks, and it got a little bit, felt even smaller during lockdown because you're here every day. So for me on Tuesday to go up and just see my boys again, I was so happy about that, because it's not the same, I don't think, seeing people on Zoom. So to see them face to face, have some fun and games, have a bit of crack, tell some jokes, was absolutely the thing that I missed most. I actually miss having to shout at them. I'd be like, "Stop doing that! Calm down, relax." So I missed that so much, and it was good to see them. And I'm hoping to see more of the Nuts guys at the 11 to 14s on West as the weeks progress and as lockdown begins to get eased. Hopefully, get eased more further. But we'll dive into it. So this guy, he is a Wired participant. He's a participant for the 11 to 14s program, and he watched the podcast last week and texted me right after the podcast last week. He says, "Cricky, I want to be on the podcast." And I said to him, "Oisín, I can absolutely make that happen." So we'll give him a wee call. This is him here. Yep. Have to make sure that I'm not calling his mum. I'm calling him. Okay. Here we go. Let's see if he picks up. Hopefully he does. It's buzzing.
Hello, Cricky.
Hello, Oisín. Welcome to the YI Podcast, dude. You're live and direct. Do you have anything to say?
Yes, about the question of the day?
Yes. So our question of the day today is, what is the one thing you miss most about YI during lockdown?
Yeah, it must be the people. It's been going, I've been missing a lot. Like, being able to see people a lot has been really, really tough going through, not gonna lie.
Yeah, not seeing your friends and stuff and your favourite youth workers. Cough, cough. Yeah?
Yep. Yeah.
Are you excited to be getting back to some of the YI stuff?
I can't wait, Cricky. Yes.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. With a good summer planned ahead of us, Oshin.
Yep.
Yes, amen. Okay, bro. Thank you for giving us your opinion today. You're awesome, and I'll see you on Tuesday. Hopefully, if the weather's good.
Yep. See you there, Cricky.
See you, dude. You're awesome. Goodbye.
Bye.
Oshin is a legend. Just like me, he's a Pokemon master, so he is. He's probably now overtaken me on like Pokemon mastery because I've stopped playing them. And he's still going strong. So Oshin's favorite thing, much like me, was just seeing the people. Okay, this next guy is a nuts volunteer. So last week we had a nuts volunteer on. His name is James. And this week we're going to another one of the class nuts participants, and it's Mr. Paul Cunningham, who is fantastic at playing the keyboard. So we'll give him a call here. Oh, I'm calling him on WhatsApp, so hopefully he picks up. Oh, this is not good. Oh. I thought you weren't going to pick up there.
Oh, I was putting in my earphones, don't worry.
Yeah. Paul, welcome to the YI podcast. You're live and direct.
Woo!
Woo! Paul, for anyone that doesn't know, was one of the initiators of the YI podcast. Was one of the guys that kind of put the idea forward first, and then lockdown happened, and I said, right, this needs to happen now. And I went ahead and did it.
I needed to be on this show.
Yes, absolutely. Hopefully, soon enough, when I work it all out, we can have you on via Zoom and we can see your beautiful face.
Oh, you can't miss that. You can't miss my beautiful face.
Absolutely, dude. Okay, so we want you to answer today's question of the day. What is the thing that you miss most about YI during lockdown?
Other than you, right?
Well done. That was a good start. I'll send you a $5 in the post.
All right, thank you. glad we discussed that.
Yeah.
It's a really hard question. Like, there's a lot of shit. Like, I mean, stuff that I miss about YI. Mainly, like, being able to be yourself. That's about it. Like, that's in general. Like, being able to be yourself, I would say.
Wow, that's a really deep one. Being able to be yourself.
I'm a deep guy.
Yeah, you are deep, dude. That's deep. Do you think that you can't be yourself whenever you're not in YI?
Well, in some situations, obviously not. Like, I feel like in my house, I can be myself. But like in school or something, you can't really act like you would in YI.
Absolutely, Paul. And what I'll say is being yourself is enough, dude. You're a pretty standout guy.
Cricky, you flatter me.
I know. I'm such a flattering guy. Okay, Paul. Thanks for coming on and sharing some of your wisdom with us.
Don't worry about it.
You're awesome, dude.
Anytime, Cricky.
Anytime. Absolutely. Too. I'll see you shortly, okay?
All right, you too.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
That was really heartfelt. That he misses being himself. First and foremost. Matt, is there anything you miss about YI during lockdown? Matt's just sitting over here, guys. So he is.
Driving to Downpatrick every day.
Matt misses driving to Downpatrick every day. Fair enough. Clears ahead, getting out a good drive, and the young people. That's an important one. Yeah, I actually, do you know what? I missed my short drive to work is like 11 minutes from my house to YI West, but I actually missed it because I miss listening to music on the way up, and I miss Pete Snodden as well. Love Pete Snodden in the mornings, just because during lockdown I'm not listening to the car radio as much. So there's a lot of things a lot of people miss. And what do you miss? What have you missed about YI during lockdown? Let us know in the comment section below. And yeah, it'll be good to hear from you. Okay, we'll move on to our next segment. Okay, now I thought this segment last week was pretty tough. It is our What is Cricky Doing segment, okay? And last week it was like a 7-second clip, and you just heard a little bit of a ruffling, okay? If anyone did work it out, congratulations to you. You get 10 points, 10 Cricky points, okay? But what I was doing last week was reading a book, and if you guess what book, fair play to you, because it was actually a Harry Potter book. I'm currently reading Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. I'm on the last one. It's the first time reading all the Harry Potters, and they're fantastic. So last week I was reading a book, and if you got that correct, this week's one, again, I think is a tough one, but we'll see what you think. I'm gonna give you a clue after you hear it, okay? Because I think it's very random, okay? So here we go. This is this week's What is Cricky Doing? It's 10 seconds long. Let's go. Okay, so what is Cricky doing? Let me know in the comment section below. Your clue is that this is a puzzle. Okay, it's a puzzle, and Matt Brennan is very good at it. He's become very good at it over lockdown. So it's a puzzle, and Matt Brennan's become very good at it over lockdown. What is Cricky doing? Let me know in the comments below. Okay. I really do love doing the what is Cricky doing, just to see what my random mind comes up with. You know, it's always a bit of crack. It's always a bit of crack. Okay, last segment of the day, guys, is our good news story segment. Okay, in all this in all these uncertain times and lockdown and stuff and in COVID-19, I think it's always good to hear a little bit of good news. And BBC.com actually has a good news section. I think this stuff should be plastered on their front pages, but they have it in a separate bit. And today's story is about a daughter who does something pretty cool when she's been furloughed from her job to help out her family. Okay, so I'll read it here, then I'll give you a few thoughts on it. So the title of the news story is "Daughter Volunteers in Chelmsford Care Home to See Father." Okay, and it states, oh, where is it? Okay, here it is. A woman furloughed from her job has been volunteering at a care home in order to see her father. Nina Ambrose from Riddle in Essex usually works as at a cosmetics company. Roger Ambrose, who is 76, moved into the care home in January, and she was unable to see him for the first 5 weeks of lockdown. Although Miss Ambrose, a former Butlins Red Coat, which means she's like the activity person for Butlins. If you've ever been to Butlins, I went to Butlins when I was a kid. A former Butlins Redcoat became an activities team volunteer at the home and said she felt so lucky to have spent time with him. So this daughter, her dad goes into a care home, and she can't see him, and she recognizes that you can't see him. But when she's furloughed from her job, as many people are, furloughed just means you're temporarily suspended from your job, but you still get paid. What she did was, with her time, instead of sitting around all day, she actually did something with it, and actually got up and volunteered at a care home so that she could see her dad, but also I'm sure she helped out a lot of the residents there, which I think is a really good time. And I think with school now being off, and school's been off for a long time now, you know, not as much work is happening. What can you guys do to kind of give back to your communities in this time? Is it volunteering for somewhere that needs you? You know, I know a lot of food banks are still operating during this, and they need so much help. And what can you do to actually make a difference in the free time that you have? This girl had an ulterior motive to volunteering, but it was a good. I thought it was a good enough ulterior motive. She wanted to see her dad, so she volunteered. So what can you guys do during this time to serve your communities, or to serve anyone really? And that's a very popular challenge I'm putting to everyone. But I think it's a very important one, guys. And listen, I hope you do have a great weekend, a great week. I will see you again next Friday for another episode of the Y Podcast. I'm looking forward to next week. Cricky versus Leah is back, and hopefully I can beat her this time. But other than that, guys, thank you for tuning in. You guys have been awesome, and I'll see you again next week. Over and out, brown trout.